The sun really isn't doing me any favors now. You have to wear sunglasses. It's pretty much a must now. And like I said, today started off with snow, and here we are. We are down to a nice sunny, what is it, 8 degrees. Doesn't feel like 8 degrees, at least inside the cab. But yeah, I forgot one thing that I need to turn off, which is the fact that that eco roll mode is still on, and it's annoying me.
Turn left.
Yep. Anyways, we're off the highway. As you can see, we're at Wuppertal. And yeah, gonna be a fun ride back. Hopefully. Like, I do notice that this road loaders, even though it's good, sometimes it wants to send me down a road which I know is closed. Like, there's construction there, and I can realize that, oh well, maybe they don't have, you know, info at the exact time, and you know, and all this, so I can understand it. But it's, you know, it I don't like the fact that I cannot trust it. Of course 100% of the time, but in those instances where it should be, I think, obvious, it isn't. But
Follow the route for 2.7 kilometers.
apparently I need to go 30 here. Which most of the time when I go 30 here, people don't respect it at all. So I don't know. It's kind of weird though. As you can see, there's a sign that tells me turning right here will lead me down a dead end. So, and it still wants to send me over there. You see? I think you can see the arrow. Like, come on, man, you gotta fix that. And again, I'm not sure how applications such as these get their information. Are they allowed to, you know, with Google, or can they use, you know, what's it called? Can they, is there like a information sharing act thing, you know, that they need to agree upon? And so as a result, because if I were to use what's called Google Maps, that then that would show up. The road would be, you know, it would be showed, it would show up as closed. So there wouldn't be a problem there. But since again, I'm not sure if they have all the information that they require, so I can forgive it in that instance. But Again, I'm very much so trying to keep my distance from these cars.
300 meters.
Even though it looks like I don't need to,
Onto Hawk Stress.
I'm trying to, you know. And now we turn right here. I don't need the sunglasses right now. Okay, nobody's here. Need to take it wide.
For 2 kilometers.
Because if I don't, there's gonna be problems. Okay, that's good. Good enough. Good enough. Like, the GoPro is kind of sitting weirdly on my head. I need to adjust it slightly. Yeah. I think it should be good now. Yeah, it should be good now, I think. I've been messing about with the lenses, and they do make a difference. Like the difference between wide and super wide. Now it's on super wide, and it does really make the difference. Wait, it's actually, I'm free to go forward here. Okay, free to go forward again. Like, I drive through here at night, and the difference it makes when you drive here at night and day, it's so much better. It's so much calmer. There's no like things for you to worry about, no cars, no pedestrians, no nothing. That's why I prefer driving at night, because it gives me so much, it makes things a lot easier than they otherwise would be. So yeah, as you can see, 7 till 6 here, you basically have to drive 30, which is fine, you know. But at night I can just ignore this and go 50, you know. There's also that aspect of it. And again, here you're starting to see the snow patches show up, you know. But just back there was nothing. So, as if it didn't snow at all. Just weirdo weather, bro. Why is the weather being a weirdo? But yeah.
300 meters at the roundabout, take the 3rd exit. And go along B483.
Need my sunglasses just so I can see, man. What, bro? What is this? What are you doing, step bro?
I'm just like standing here, bro.
Like, oh man.
The 3rd exit.
Anyway, now the the old navigation finally syncs up with the newer one, so as a result I can just turn off So I basically turned off my navigation because I don't need it anymore, because the older one now has been synced up to the new one. And the reason why I can't use the one next to me here is because it's really old, and the information inside is really old, and it doesn't have internet. So using that one is sort of hit or miss, so I don't like using it for that reason. Like, it's old, and in the way you update it, the way you go about updating the information inside is that you need to go to the manufacturer's website. If I didn't even check if the manufacturer is still in business, like, that needs to be checked, and then you still need to download the information and then connect it like to a laptop or something to actually get the files in the navigation, and then you need to like install it that way, like basically old firmware. It's just too much of a hassle. Like, that's why you need good quality navigation to get through, to maneuver your way through like these types of roads, because you simply don't know what to expect. Like, I've seen sometimes this navigation doesn't have certain, like, this one is showing me the road I'm driving on, but this one shows me like shows as if I'm in an open field, like as if I'm going on grass. So it's really like the information is old to the point that it doesn't even know that there's a road there. So that's the part that, you know, gets under my skin, is that you cannot trust this. That one you cannot trust sometimes, but this one you cannot trust like at all, almost. If I'm going to a new place, I just can't afford to trust it. So and like I was saying, here you can see still snow melting away, but back where I was going, like where I delivered to, there was nothing. So like, this is the type of thing you can expect when you're driving through Germany. Like, sometimes you have on one place it's snowy, and then on the other it's rainy, and then on the third one it's, you know, sunny, and then on the fourth place it's a mixture of everything. So and again, even though it says 80 here, I cannot go faster than 60. So there's a little bit of tolerance, but 60 is the limit. And I can understand why, because if you have a 40-ton truck and you're going 80, trying to maneuver through these curves, like, it can get to the point where you're taking the curve too fast, and then basically the truck can flip. Like, right now I'm going to the right. If I was going really fast, the trailer may fall over, especially if it's windy and the conditions are right. Like, I'd rather not play around, you know. I'd rather not, what's it called, heck around, find out. You can replace the heck with, you know, the word which I cannot say if I want monetization, right? But it's better not to mess about to find out, you know. And when I get signs that say 60, that usually I assume that's meant for cars. So for trucks it should be like even slower, like 50 or even 40, you know, because like this doesn't look like a truck can handle in going what's it called, in going 60. The curve is simply too like sharp. So what the what the hell, what was that? What was that? Is that like a thing where people it's like, it looked like there was a woman driving and there was somebody else next to her, and I think like they might be practicing like her driving, you know. I don't or it might have been a mistake, but she doesn't have a license, maybe, I don't know, I'm just speculating. But that was just weird. I've reached a point where I almost know where every turn is. Like sometimes I drive through here, I just do like no looking at navigation challenge, because I know where everything is. I just you know, drive and then take the turns as I'm going, because I know I've driven through these parts so much that I know where everything is. For a few companies, I know like I can do this, but you know, sometimes when you sort of want to shut off your brain, sort of, where you just wanna, okay, I glance down there, okay, where I'm going, okay, where you're not paying too close attention where you're at, like, you know, it depends on the mood, I guess. Well, we need to slow her down a little bit here. I've noticed that sometimes it happens so that if I'm like in a curve up there, if I'm taking the turn and the other truck driver isn't being too attentive, like he goes into my lane, I'm sure it happened to other people as well as a result of my mistake, but if you like, the trailer will go in the other lane if you're not too careful. So you need to be sort of careful. See what I mean? Like I just went into the lane, like I was on the lane separating the two ones. So because I took it slightly too fast, and then yeah. Even though the road is pretty wide here.